Alright, I have a way to check to make sure that this is working. I'm going to do that really quick before the video starts. I wonder if I'm going to be able to edit this off. Probably not. Well then, in that case, I should probably just go ahead and begin, even though I don't know if it's going to work. So, Splatoon Raiders looked interesting. I will be playing some Salmon Run while I do this once I can verify that this is working. So far, I don't really. It's not that I don't like the game. It just looks like it could have been better. I think it's going to be better than I'm saying it's going to be. I would like to start off by saying that. It's going to be $50, and if you have seen some of their recent $50, $40 games, they turned out pretty well. I don't think we have too much to be worried about, but the gameplay just didn't feel all the way there. It just felt like it was really missing something. But then those were the early levels. And also the color scheme was terrible. But that once again was the early levels. We got to see some other levels where the color scheme wasn't terrible. And we just haven't gotten to see the full level. We just got to see about 1 second of that level, which is actually kind of sad. But I think it's going to turn out to be pretty great anyways. I think if you like Salmon Run like I do, it's not going to be half bad. And Salmon Run's a really hard game to play and talk with at the same time. I'm gonna have to note that for the future. Okay, so Splatoon Raiders so far, they had that arcade mode they've barely mentioned. They mentioned it once more on Nintendo Today, which I'm not allowed to share any footage of Nintendo Today, so I will not be doing that. Or at least Nintendo's made it very clear that they don't want us to. So, by the way, if you ever want to show footage of Nintendo Today, just don't. Unless if you can find it on YouTube posted by an official Nintendo or really any social media. Anyways, this video is about Splatoon Raiders, and I want to get straight back to it. So you may have noticed in the Splatoon Raiders Direct, if you watched it, which I'm just going to have to assume that you did for this video because I don't have a great way of showing footage at this time. Overall, it looked decent. I think it has potential. Definitely. I'm very excited to see what happens with it. They put in a story. We don't know anything about the story, but they put one in. I'm pretty excited to see Splatoon grow as a franchise. Splatoon hasn't had much time to grow. And this is their first step forwards out of just making a multiplayer game with a DLC and a storyline. And their storyline having a DLC, or their storylines having basically the same stuff. This is a huge step forwards for Splatoon, as they are not a leading Nintendo brand quite yet, but they're getting close. And I really think they could grow quite large. And I think this game is the step that they needed to take. I know most people think, oh, Salmon Run, it's just Salmon Run all over again. I can understand that. It does have some very distinct similarities to Salmon Run. Very, very distinct. Salmon Run is great though. I know most people don't agree with that. I think it's great. The new game has a lot of weapons, which I like. At least 2 of every variety. Interesting choice. It's going to be difficult to incorporate all the different weapons with all the different boss salmonids and everything. But they've done it. They've done it before, and so they can do it again. I'm excited to see more about what in the world is these salmon. Why do they even exist? What's their story? Why do they want to kill us all? I think we can kind of guess that one. Because we're kind of like, you know, stealing their eggs. But why do they want to kill us all in the new game? Do they have a reason? Why do they want to kill us in the manga? The manga confirmed that they just kind of like killing us. Which is, you know, great. Well, luckily we're Inklings, so when we die, we just respawn. Excuse me. I think this new game is going to be a good step. It's going to get new people interested in the franchise, which gives them an opportunity for Splatoon 4. Splatoon 4 could be very, very big. They can bring back table turf if they want. That's optional. Nobody cares if they bring back table turf. I thought it was okay. It was nothing amazing, and I was terrible at it. I like collecting cards, but I never actually used them that often. I play it every once in a while. I think it's fun, but it's not like my entire experience with this game relies on table turf. Now, a Splatoon 4 could definitely be one of the largest Splatoons ever because of this new game and everything. I really think it will be a pretty large one, especially with Nintendo having had some hype lately with like the Mario movie, and the Zelda movie is going to get some hype. We all know it. I really think Nintendo is one of the leading game franchises right now. One of the leading game franchises. The only one that even compares is Steam Deck. Steam is doing amazing. And honestly, any Splatoon single player is always going to sell well. It's not even an argument in my opinion. Like, I love Splatoon single player. I'm totally buying a Splatoon game just because of the single player. That's literally why I'm talking right now. That's literally why this stream exists. I really think that Splatoon Raiders is going to sell well. It's $50. Sure, it's Switch 2 exclusive, but I think it's going to sell better than even Kirby Air Riders did. Because we know Splatoon. We don't know Kirby Air Riders. I'm very, very excited to see where they choose to go with Salmon Run after this. There's so many things. I just want to see them all. But it's not ready. Nintendo's not ready. And yeah, I need to go back to talking about Splatoon Raiders. I'm sorry. I totally got off track. So, the main purpose of Splatoon Raiders is to create a story mode campaign. Usually, games that are single player and story related and everything get announced fairly early on. This one it got announced, but then they just straight up didn't mention it. Now, it could be Nintendo's weird marketing, but it could also be that this game is not nearly as big as we are hoping. Also, when they did show us gameplay, it was very little gameplay and much more, here's how the game works. And that scares me. I think the game will still be great one way or the other. I don't think that they were hiding stuff for no reason, though. I really think that they were hiding something about the gameplay that's not as great as we expect. And that's not good. I I don't know how the arcade mode is gonna play in. I know we'll get Spirelight from it. Oh. But that's about all we know. I don't know anything else, and I don't know. I just feel like we should have gotten more information on the game by now, and the treehouse should have covered a bit more. They only covered 2 levels, so yeah. I don't know what they're doing with Splatoon Raiders. Really, they haven't explained it, and that's not a good sign. But I think it still has lots of potential. Anyways, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now because I just keep talking about stuff that doesn't even matter, and I don't have that much to even say about this game. So, Splatoon Raiders doesn't have enough information to even cover. So, yeah, this is not my best live. Sorry. But, tune in. I'm about to be doing, some Salmon Run and preparation for Splatfest in the new game here. So, see you all there. See you next time.